Alright, so we got a Weber charcoal grill here. It's a 22-inch, I believe. And we're going to replace the one-touch cleaning system. So that's what you use to kind of move the ash around, and then it's supposed to come out the bottom. And the problem with this is that some of the pieces must have got lodged and it kind of pulled them up. And I was worried I'd have to pull this thing out and try to straighten it, but they actually make a complete system to replace this. But you can see that's where the holes are open. The problem is if these don't sit somewhat flat, it just keeps burning all night long and your charcoal will be gone the next time you want to use this. This is actually supposed to kind of extinguish it as well. So what we're going to do is get the rod out first. That's the first thing we need to do. Then we pull that out and I can show you the new stuff. Right, so the first part for disassembly is going to be getting this apart. And in the directions it shows you taking a screwdriver in here and just kind of like taking it and twisting like this. So what I did, took a propane torch and heated this up, got it super warm, and then I actually kind of used a screwdriver like a chisel. This is an old screwdriver. I also took a center punch and was trying to punch this loose, and I think at this point now, yeah, I got it to move. It actually moves, because what you have to do is get that keyway lined up so that you can pull this rod out. But there's so much rust in there, it just doesn't want to move. Yeah. So I think if we can, I'm going to just work it back and forth a little bit until you get all the rust off. But it's supposed to, I thought it was supposed to go, yeah, see, we got to get it down this way. That's where the keyway is. So, oh, I see the, let's see if we can get that out of there. I think there's just still too much, whoops, still too much rust in there. And get it lined up, and might have to take the center punch just to get it punched out of there, but I can get it lined up now the way it looks. The key slot is at the bottom, but it's just all full of rust. Alright, so that's what I used to get it pounded out. I don't know, it kind of looks like I may have deformed the bottom a little bit, so we might have to adjust that. But now, according to the next step, we should be able to pull that out. Alright, so it's showing that we just pulled this off, but I'm thinking because this is kind of deformed in here, maybe if we can get in here with a screwdriver and kind of pry this off, because it is rusted. It's going to definitely pose an issue here. Get this straightened a little bit. There you go, that's better. I still don't know if this is just going to slide off or not. Everything's so rusted, and imagine the number of heat cycles that this has been through. I'm sure it's kind of fused itself on here. And if I had maybe a thinner screwdriver, oh, I think we're getting there. There we go. I don't know how hot this is yet. So there's our little H piece. Now, if we move this thing up, should be able to just pull this off. Look at that. So like I said, I was thinking about cleaning this up and reinstalling it, but I don't know. This cost me 24 bucks. I think it's not worth the hassle even trying to keep this thing. It looks like it's seen better days. I could probably straighten these out and reassemble it, but I'm just going to install a new one. Alright, so this is the kit. It says it's for 22-inch and it's called the One Touch Cleaning System. I don't think there's anything on the back. I think the number is the 7444, and this can be used for multiple styles. I don't have the fancy basket, I just got the normal little aluminum tray for that. I also got the charcoal grate as well. The one we got is about half the size. It's all kind of burnt down and it's all deformed. So here are the pieces for the replacement. So it says that these are stainless steel. I'm going to believe them. I don't know the quality of the stainless steel. I would guess this is probably like Harbor Freight grade stainless steel. It looks more like a galvanizing to me. This looks like it's stainless. It's got that grayish color to it. But anyway, so this is what replaces the old crusty one, and you know, it's just designed to come apart here. So this rod, yeah, it's got a key slot on one side, so this rod must go in, and suppose you just turn it and pull it out. Probably going to be a little bit of a trick with the old rusted one, but going in we shouldn't have too much issue. And these are numbered as well. This is 1, 2, and 3, and it's because of the design there. Alright, so we're going to assemble the wings here. So this piece here we're going to line up. I don't believe this hole serves any purpose, but I'm going to line that up with the hole in the 1, and then 2 it shows it coming off to the side like that, and then 3 is going to come like this. And this one's a little different, like this tab here is kind of in the way, so when you push it in I think it kind of snaps together, and then it's basically in. Yeah, so now it's snapped in. That's what holds this together. And here's the old one for comparison, so looks about the same. Alright, so the wings here, we're going to put it in, and you can see the way it kind of sits up, so when you push it down it's going to make a nice tight seal. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get some of the crust off of this as well. Alright, so we got it cleaned up. Set this back in here. So it looks like when you're orientating the handle, you're going to want the number 1 lined up with that. Alright, so the way I got it lined up here, got the key slot up, so when you got the handle in, so if you put this handle in like this, that's going to be completely off, and then as you turn it, it's actually going to open it up. So we bring it back. When it's back by this leg here, then that should be the off position. So in order to get this on, we got this little piece that looks like an H. I'm gonna put that on there, and then we got the handle with the little key slot. This is probably going to take some force, and that's what, it's just a friction fit what holds that handle in there. And then we got to kind of get it into the slot. There we go. And then you're supposed to turn it up until it clicks into that like H bracket. There it goes. Now it's clicked in. So if you look at the slots here now, you'll see the slots are covered. We'll come up to the top side here. So the top is closed, and that's with the handle all the way off. Now if you turn it, now it's open. So, and you can tell it's making a nice tight fit on the actual drum of the unit. Alright, so this here must be an extra piece. I can't figure out where this would go. The old one didn't have this on, but like I said, this is used on multiple grills, so it's probably a piece you may need for something else. This is our new charcoal grate. That one is going to replace this one here. So this one, you can tell the sides are, the little grill grates or whatever, rods are much smaller from being rotted, and I've stepped this thing out a couple times to try to straighten it out, and it's had it. So I got a new one for that. Probably should do a little trial run with it just to burn off some grease. It did seem like it had an oil on it, and then we should be good. We should be set for another 50,000 miles of grilling.